Welcome to Creeping It Real. I am Judah, and this is my co-host Jacob. Behind the camera is the MILF Master Gabe.
MILF Master.
What up?
So last week we streamed live the 1974 extravaganza known as "It's Alive."
Which is, in my opinion, was kind of a rip of Rosemary's Baby.
They,
a little bit.
Yes, some other people would agree with you on that.
Yeah.
The Davises have had a baby, but they're not sending out any announcements. Most new parents are a little scared when they have a baby. The Davises are terrified. You see, there's only one thing wrong with the Davis baby. It's alive. It's alive. Don't see it alone. Please. Rated PG.
You can find it on YouTube. Is that where you got it at?
Yep.
Okay. And anywhere else, it looks like you can get it from Prime for $2.99. Don't know if it's worth that.
Or YouTube free with ads.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Because we watched it for free.
We did.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd watch it last week, and then we come back and we discuss it. We kind of rate it this week. More than likely berate it. But let's get started. I think we should just jump, for one, all spoilers. I mean, we're not keeping anything back.
Was this thing even in theaters?
It was.
It was. Okay.
Which, I will, you gave me a segue to just jump right into this thing. Okay. So it says it was released in 1974.
Okay.
Which it was.
Right.
But it had a second release in 1977, the year of Star Wars.
Now, why is that?
He presented this movie to an exec, and this executive was into it, gets the green light, makes the movie.
Because this is like horror extravaganza period. Like 70s, 80s.
So they're filming it, which another weird thing that I heard is that they were filming two movies at the same time. Like during the weekday, they were filming It's Alive, and during the weekend, the same crew was filming another movie. So you probably see a lot. I can't remember the name of the movie, but anyway, a lot of crossover actors and crew people.
And scene.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
So they're filming it. They get done. That exec exits while it's being filmed.
Because he's like, dude, this sucks? Or...
No, he's not part of the Warner Brothers anymore.
Okay.
A new exec is in charge. They show it to him. They're just like, this is garbage. We put money into it, though. They minimum, release. And
so, like, that means, like, only certain...
Yeah, markets.
Okay.
Like, very limited.
Okay.
So, several years later, that executive goes.
Okay.
Enter 1977. There's another exec that comes in. And so then he goes and he talks to this third exec, and he's like, look, you guys did me dirty. It didn't get the release that it should have. It'd do way better. Can we try this again? And so they did it again.
And this is Warner Brothers, right? So, so Larry Cohen, the first guy gets axed.
Yeah.
Correct? Okay, the green light. Okay. He comes back in 77, or this is someone totally different?
Totally new one.
That
Totally new
thinks, dude, this doesn't get the chance it needs.
Yep.
And it deserves.
Yes.
And he is high off his ass, probably.
for chance.
Okay. And so they get a second release.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did that one go?
It went much better. So...
Okay.
This is the thing, this had a budget of only $500,000.
Whoa.
500, 5,000. Okay, $500,000.
Okay.
Which, if you take in inflation and so forth, that's $1 million.
Which is a really small budget.
It's teeny.
Consideration, right?
$1 million in this day, that's
that's
minuscule.
Yeah, that's like somebody. Yeah. Okay.
That is considered a low.
Considering
low
like most Marvel movies are like $1 billion or something.
Exactly.
Like that. Yeah.
So then when they released it the second time, it grossed $7 million. And I got to tell you,
get out of here.
If you told me all you have to do is invest $500,000 and I'll get you back $7 million, that I'm like, let's do it. That's a great
so
deal.
that'll probably go into why they made a number 2.
Yeah.
And a number 3
yeah.
and a remake.
A remake. Which, by the way, Larry Cohen, his word on the remake is, don't go see it. It's garbage. He doesn't like it. He says, if you like my movie, stay away from this enchilada. Those are his exact words.
Enchilada.
That's what he said.
So he
He thinks the remake
mispronounced it also.
How do you?
Oh,
I mispronounced it.
I was like, oh, this is an interview.
No.
So it's enchilada.
N.
N.
And
yeah.
I was giving it an A. It's an N.
Stay away from
What
this
are those little
enchilada.
what are those little burrito thingies with just the cheese in the middle?
Quesadilla?
No. I was asking Judah.
Oh, my bad.
A quesadilla.
Yeah, there we go.
I did that on
Quesadilla? No,
I-
I'm just,
I have
just
no
kidding,
idea.
But yeah. That's surprising. I don't know if I would take his opinion into and
No.
take too much credit with that.
I
But
wouldn't necessarily be thrilled if somebody took my art and tried to remake it.
see, I think that unfortunately you have to in this day and age kind of take it as a compliment. Like, hey, look, man. Like there's something to this. We see your idea, especially if it stays close to the original, which I hope it doesn't.
I just see there's a lot of horror movies that I don't think work in present time based off of our technology and so forth. I mean, if you could remake it now but make it a period piece and you could still make it work, but I think if you try to put it in 2023, then there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't work.
It just ends up being very cringe, in my opinion. I mean, that's kind of like Castle Freak. You're talking,
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
not canon, but Castle Freak was remade also.
Yeah, that
and
remake
it was
was
just
just
it was terrible.
no good. Did you end
Yeah.
up watching the remake?
Part of it.
Yeah, I only watched like maybe half an hour. Of it, and was
I
just
got about
like,
20 minutes, and I was just like, this
Yeah.
isn't even like anything close
Exactly.
to. And yeah, and
Castle
there's-
Freak.
yeah.
Eventually, we will get to that.
Do we have a list of movies that Larry Cohen has already done, or can we see if he's got an IMDb?
He does. Yeah, we're gonna have to get his.
Okay, credits. Go
filmography.
back down. Keep going. There you go. You're gonna have to go like, oh, see now he's got 74. So they've got the wrong movie. Okay, keep going. Maniac Cop.
Yeah, keep going down. Oh, where the
Yeah.
frick?
Well, that's all right. I kind of am getting a feel. Maniac Cop.
Before 74.
Maniac. The Stuff.
Oh, there
I
it
don't know if
is.
That was Alive 3.
Oh, he
yes,
did do the third one. Good for him.
Wow. Well, I mean, the baby was.
It's
well,
alive again. It
it
lives again.
Oh, he did that
Okay,
one
so
too. I
number
didn't-
2.
Okay.
It's alive.
Alive.
Okay, so just hold it right
Cool
here.
Million.
Shootout in North
Caesar.
Griff.
Hell. Oh, that's it. Hell Up in Harlem. That was the same one that was.
Oh,
filmed.
that they. So he directed both these at the same
Yeah.
time. That'd be interesting. I'll have to. What's Hell Up in Harlem? Is that a black exploitation or is it like a horror movie? Oh yeah, it is. Okay.
I mean, let's tell the truth. Did you enjoy the movie?
Oh, I hated it.
Yeah, it was boring. Gabe.
Yeah, not my flavor.
It was.
Okay.
It was extremely repetitive. I mean, modern day. Hey, your baby's ugly. We're
Wow.
gonna have to let you go.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much.
Happens
know,
all the
It
time.
happens all the time.
It's a
Luckily,
tale as
I've
old
got a
as
hot
time.
wife, and the kids look. You can get her.
And you're your
genes,
own boss,
yeah,
so-
well, yeah. I, had
I guess
to,
you
'cause the
took
last
care of
one
two
was
of
a-
those.
But yeah, I mean, look, no, I didn't really enjoy it. I mean, there were parts in it. Even I will say this, even as a sit down with your buddies, dig around and make fun of it. It just there wasn't that much there. There was not much material. Yeah, it was it was bad, man.
It was
I mean,
boring.
and it wasn't a crazy long movie either. That's the thing.
It seemed.
It felt like
It
3 hours.
felt
Hours.
for hours, and what, an hour 31 minutes. Now in today's day and age, that's a long movie. Attention spans have like,
Yeah.
but still, man, it just felt like it went on, and it was the same thing over and over again. Hey, your baby's out there killing people, and we're gonna have to get it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go home and beat my wife.
he did. There's some misogyny in this movie.
A
I
little
would like
bit. I mean,
to.
it's the 70s, but
Well, see, this is a thing I brought up when we were watching it. Despite the fact that it was in the 70s, which seems like it would be, just is the word rife or ripe?
right, ripe.
Rife? I don't know.
Right.
It seems perfect to have misogyny and bigotry in it. I mean, it definitely had the misogyny in there.
Yeah, our country was in an odd place then. I mean, you're coming out of the 50s, and and you've got the hippies,
Well, there
the
was the
60s, and
60s
stuff,
right
and
before
then
the 70s.
so like, yeah, I know. I'm just, and you still have that generation
Yeah.
though. coming up. I mean, that's the generation that got, dad came home, got
Yeah.
drunk, and fell asleep on the lawn. Don't wake him because he'll beat your ass.
That's for sure.
And you deserved it. And so yeah, it was uncomfortable at times, to be honest with you. I'm not like women's rights. I mean, come on, they've got enough of them.
Yeah, exactly.
But like,
how many do they need?
dude? I mean, they ignored. I don't know why she was in the credits.
Yeah.
Anytime she opened her mouth, they were like, "Shut up, war. Let the men talk." You're just a pussy. I mean, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it, and it's your fault.
We needed something to give birth to this. That's the only reason. a
yeah,
woman
that's the
is in
only
this movie.
reason you're in this.
Yeah,
And she's the nutcase that needs a lobotomy because she wants to save her baby.
exactly.
And, portrayed in a way that I don't know.
So
whatever.
definitely misogynistic, but at the same time, this being a horror movie, I pointed out that not a single black person died in this. And despite you mentioning there was only one, the police force was just filled with black people.
Was it really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that was when I was falling asleep. So sorry.
Oh, it's not a problem.
I'm sorry.
I understand why
I
you're
don't
falling
see
asleep.
color, so
That's problematic. I'm sorry to have to tell you that.
I'm sorry. That's my white privilege speaking.
Exactly. I would like to say though that it was pretty progressive. If you put it in the standards of today, where
Well, look at what was that movie just came out, The Blackening,
yes,
where it was. I mean, that was the
enjoyed
whole
that.
joke.
yeah, it was. Did you
Yeah.
watch it?
No, I have
Oh,
not.
okay, I did.
You did.
There were some jokes in there that landed, and then there were some that I was just like, as a white person, I find that offensive.
Yeah, which you can. You're allowed to. I think we should be allowed to.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
I'll let them know next time that you gave me permission. But I
All
think
right, Cracker.
that if we were going to portray this for the modern audience,
Okay.
I mean, they already got one thing going for them. All white men were shit in that movie.
Oh, I mean, this is like a Mad Men style portrayal.
And that's
of
like,
dudes.
if you're going to write a movie now, number one thing, all men have to be pieces of crap.
Especially if they're white.
Yeah, exactly. You can't be good
No.
if you're white and a man, whatever. So they already got that.
Okay.
The only thing maybe a couple
and
things.
capitalism. Down with
Yes.
capitalism, because I mean the pharmaceutical company
Exactly.
was like,
I would have to swap out the husband and wife for a biracial lesbian couple. Okay. Now follow me on this. So they can't have a baby on their own. So they have to get evil men involved.
Oh, and they fuck it all up. Their sperm fucks it up.
Yes,
No.
exactly. But the thing is,
No.
so the doctor, he's been experimenting with the DNA,
With chest feeding.
and he's looking for the right moment for him to be able to implement this DNA experimentation. And then, of course, you got the biracial lesbian couple. They just deserve to have their lives effed up by a white man for sure. So he's gonna implant.
Oh,
this
okay. So
DNA.
this is the pit. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay. You're not like saying they deserve it.
No.
God's wrath upon them.
Exactly.
Okay.
So he gets them pregnant with this effed up DNA, and then that's
probably from some, my guess is some sorority or fraternity jock asshole who is born into money. He's just like messing around, going, "Hey guys, what if I donated my sperm?" Yeah, that type of thing. Yeah. Okay.
But I think if they just would have had that, then this movie would have been way ahead of its time.
I could see it. Still would have been shit, but
No, if it has the message in it,
then it's
amazing.
It has a purpose.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you better not be right. Were you
I'm
misogynist?
I am. Well, dude,
MFer.
I'm white. I'm
You
straight.
bigoted
Piece
of crap.
Yeah, I identify as male.
I know.
You know.
I do know who you identify as.
I wish
try
you
to
would
talk you
use
out
my
of it all the
pronouns
time.
correctly, though.
All right,
Okay,
here we
so
go.
let's pull these up. Okay, so this is clearly the DVD.
Yeah.
So we're going full color. You know what I think they could have done here, just from a graphic designer
Yes.
standpoint. You as yourself.
Speaking
as
to
one.
the microphone.
It says
friend.
the one film you should not see alone. I think you could have cut off See Alone, and that would have been perfect.
the one movie you should not see.
Sorry, or just Alone. Cut off
Period.
Alone, and just period, and we're good to go.
Yeah.
A little bit better, but yeah.
There is only one thing wrong with the Davis baby. It's alive. Dang.
That's rough, dude. That's rough, especially coming at like you're like, dude, what's wrong with the baby? You know what? Because it's born handicapped.
Exactly. Let's go to our next one.
This one is my favorite. I'd
Oh,
say.
okay.
I really
Oh.
like this one.
This one actually makes the baby look more human than actually. Like I swear the baby only had like 2 fingers.
It did. It had 2 little claws. I'm curious when this stuff gets.
Oh wait, this isn't Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Estoy vivo. Estoy vivo. Estoy vivo. But yeah.
Gabe, could you do me a favor? This just popped in my head. When were ultrasounds introduced into
Life.
into pregnancy care?
Like as a
1956.
1956.
wow.
Holy
dude.
smokes. Okay,
That tech's been
here we
around
go,
for-
guys. This movie's made in 74. Okay, the doctors are like, ultrasounds, who need that? Or they do the ultrasound and the nurse is like, doctor, I think there's something wrong
Shut up,
with
bitch.
Yeah,
I'm the doctor.
I think there's something wrong with this baby. It looks like
Yeah,
he's
as he's
got
smoking.
claws.
like
No,
ooh,
that's a healthy baby boy with several large penises. Those aren't claws.
just like a man should be.
Exactly. Multiple
Yeah.
peni.
Just like I have. And yeah, I don't get that either. You think, dude, there's something going on. Plus, on top of that, you'd think that she would notice that something's not right. I feel like mothers have an instinct. Having 5 demon babies myself, she knows if there's something wrong. No
Have you ever tried to
ultrasound,
kill any
forget
of
it.
them?
What's that? Have
Have you
I
ever
tried?
tried to kill any of your children?
Have I ever tried to?
Never mind. Don't answer that. This
Uh,
is going to be on the books forever.
No,
Hey.
but yeah, I mean, ultrasounds and stuff like it. It's got a lot of plot holes in it. The movie's boring. It's repetitive. If I was to give it a score, what are we doing our score out of now? Like 10? We're just going 10. You know what? Let's do something weird. Let's go 11. I think as an actual like going to see good horror movie, I've got to give it a 1.
It's not good.
No.
I was okay. Remember the baby? When did we stop having milkmen? There was a milkman. Did they still have freaking dudes delivering milk in 74?
You know what's funny is that's kind of come back.
Really?
Yeah.
Dudes just
My
delivering milk?
my wife was having that for a while.
Interesting. Okay. Was
Yeah.
it breast milk? Men were delivering breast milk?
Chest milk. How dare you?
Okay. mean,
No, but
birthing people?
no breast milk.
Okay. So I was excited because I was like, okay, I foresaw, I'm like, we got the milkman, the baby's going to jump in there. He's going to kill the milkman. We got the milk pouring out. And I'm like, the red's going to mix in with the milk. I'm like, it's going to look cool. The contrast of the bright red. But it really just came out looking like Pepto-Bismol just pouring out the back of the
Yeah, it
truck.
was very pink. very
So,
pink.
I was bummed about that.
Yeah, the shade of red they chose was a little bit off.
I
Do you
did
think?
want to.
Do you think though, because of the budget, they were just like, "Ah, it looks like shit," but just
Yeah,
go
it's
with
like
it?
we only have 500,000. We can't do anything
We
else.
can't. We're not doing.
Get that
reshoots.
Pepto-Bismol.
Yeah,
pour that
we're-
out.
Yeah, just
Sounds
pour
good.
it out.
I
Great.
wanted to give props to Gabe because during the movie he mentioned that he thought the dad was going to have a change of heart, and I did not think so. I was like, "There's no way. This dude is hardcore looking to kill his son," and he did. He had a change of heart right at the end.
Yeah.
But did he?
And he kind of threw
But
like the
did
guy.
he?
and-
Well, okay,
yeah.
so
I
that's-
mean, like, catch.
That was what I loved at the end. Was the dad's like, "Don't, he's been wounded. He won't hurt anybody. Leave him alone." And then he's like, "Baby grenade!" And he just throws the baby at this
And
guy.
then the best part of it,
And
no
he
more
just-
munching on the doctor's head. Oh,
The
man,
baby
thank you.
just tears into this doctor, and it's like,
on the cops, dude. The cops. First off, they're all shooting. They're standing all in front of each other shooting,
I know.
and they're just blasting this thing. And the doctor, they're like, forget
Yeah.
it. The doctor's already dead.
and I know this is going to be discussed a lot, and I'm going to repeat myself so many times. I am always, despite how bad practical effects may be, I'm always going to love bad practical effects over bad CG.
Okay.
I can't, I mean, maybe, okay, so I grew up watching Rubber Monsters and things like that, and so I
Okay.
love them. But maybe Gabe, like, do you like look at like bad computer graphic monsters and have some kind of like, oh,
Nostalgia.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay,
Versus, like,
so-
fake blood that's like terrible. I mean, yeah, I wasn't really.
Gabe's not really a horror.
No, I'm not really.
Horophilia, I guess.
No.
Not really. But I mean, the thing is that seeing practical effects now, because I mean that's what we're watching. We're watching. That's the time period. Seeing this stuff this has got to be kind of a new territory for you. I mean, can you believe partially that people would do this? I mean, this is what they had to do to get this stuff. I mean, even building monsters. Look at Alien. You know, they had this fucking towering thing that they had to build, and you just had to do it. You just had to figure it out. Puppetry was huge.
Yeah.
I think this was just probably a small person in a suit. is
what
my
I
guess.
read is it was actually his wife, Larry Cohen's wife or girlfriend at the time.
You are shitting me.
No,
Was she like 13 or
no,
something? 'Cause
it's
that
it's
makes
just
me-
they make it. You
the
know, she
perspective.
like. Yeah,
And the
exactly.
grass. I mean, you could have really tall grass and make it look like
Yeah,
normal
But that's
grass.
what I read. I don't.
Now
I don't
here's
know.
what I wanted. At the end of this movie, it did say, "Hey, there's been another one born in
Yeah.
Jersey or whatever it
Mhm.
was." So this is a thing. So are we to assume then it is the 30-second discussion on
the
pharmaceuticals?
Yeah,
Are we to assume that that's the issue?
Yeah. we are.
Okay. Thank you. I'm a detective.
So it did. It garnered 2 more sequels. It did well enough. Larry Cohen made a life for himself out of this. Good for him, Larry.
Well,
Good for him.
Good for him, Larry.
Let's not forget Maniac Cop because that was
well, Hell Up in Harlem.
helping Harlem.
So
yeah,
he had some good stuff under his belt.
yeah, it definitely looked like his trajectory definitely changed after It's Alive. It looks like It's Alive actually pushed him to then become a staple in the horror genre,
Yes.
which is interesting because, well, you know what it was. It wasn't him. It was that executive that
That's
came
right.
in after
Exactly.
and made them $7 million. And
Yep.
and Larry's like, ooh, money. Mm,
Exactly.
Yep.
So then he
It's
started making more.
Also alive. You.
This is the end of our review for It's Alive by Larry Cohen. Thank you.
Can you
That movie sucked.
You know, what are you gonna give it? So, like I said, as an actual movie to watch, horror movie, I'd give it a 1. Now,
it's bad.
for a movie to like go and see with your friends, I'd also have to give it a 1.
Yeah, it was not. If I'm gonna call you and be like, dude, let's watch a bad horror
A
movie.
good bad
I want
movie?
it. I want it to be fun. This was
Yeah.
not fun.
No,
It
maybe
was,
number 3. Number 3 looks
Number 3 looks like it might push the
fun boundary.
insanity.
Yeah,
We'll
so
eventually get there. We'll let you guys know. But Willy Wonder.
Willy's Wonderland with
Okay.
the Nick Cage.
So we're gonna
be next
watch
week.
that full thing next week. Please join us. We're gonna be talking over it the whole time. We'd
I'm
love you to
sorry.
come, leave comments, and
Yeah,
join
we'll
with
be on
us.
Rumble. Link here.
I think okay,
Thanks, Gabe.
this is my thought. I think then when we come back the Thursday after watching it and we actually talk about it,
Yeah.
I think it's necessary that we have to compare it to Five Nights at Freddy's,
Have you seen that?
no,
Okay.
and Banana Splits.
Now I haven't seen Banana Splits. I did
Either.
see.
You did see Five
Freddy.
Nights?
Yes. it's-
Okay, but I think we have to. I think if we're gonna watch Willie, I keep forgetting it.
We'll do our homework.
Cages, then we have to.
Are we gonna have just like maybe we have a animatronic month or something like that? Now
Ooh.
here's an interesting fact of FNAF movie. Jim Henson Company did all the puppetry.
in
Five
the-
Nights at Freddy's.
Really?
Yeah, which was good.
Okay.
But the movie, we'll save that for later.
I don't think I will try to see if I can watch Banana Splits. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'll leave up the.
I'll give you my subscription to Peacock. That way you can watch FNAF.
Okay.
At least. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So hey guys, thank you for joining us.
Yes.
This is Creeping It Real. I'm Jake.
I'm
This
Judah.
is Jasper. That's Judah.
Oh, sorry,
Sorry,
Jasper.
come
I
on,
jumped right in there.
Look,
Oh,
he's
bro, don't
right
give me
towards you.
that face.
It's all right. Come on, Jess. It'll be all right. And then, of
Sorry.
course, the MILF master himself.
That's right.
Gabe. Hey, thank you
All
guys
the
so much
women
for
love
joining us. We'll see you next week when we watch Willy's Wonderland.
Yes.
Join us
See
on
ya.
Rumble. Link here. Bye.